Welcome to our Active for 2 yoga practice for the 3rd trimester. Give yourself enough time to do the practices and create a bit of space by laying out your yoga mat, or if you haven't got one, a few blankets. Have some water nearby, and if you feel dizzy or it's uncomfortable, just stop. It's important you listen to your body. Before we get started on the moves designed for your stage, we'll be getting our minds and bodies ready with some breathing and stretching exercises. When you're ready to begin, get yourself in a comfortable seated position, perhaps using a pillow under your bottom to help you lift your hips so that they're higher than your knees. Easy pose is a little bit like cross-legged, but instead of crossing the ankles, we're going to bring one foot in front of the other, so you have more of your leg on the floor. Once you're comfortable here, turn your hands up and bring the first finger and thumb to lightly touch, lengthening the other 3 fingers away. And then just rest the hands on the legs. If you have SPD or PGP that's affecting your pubic bone, just keep your legs straight out in front of you, or kneel with a pillow under your bottom. When you're ready, close your eyes and gently bring your chin down a few degrees. Take a few moments here just to settle yourself as you prepare for your practice. Take a few deep breaths in and out. And as you exhale, let your weight go down onto the ground. Can you feel just a little bit more heavy? Relax your shoulders, your jaw, and let any tension in your body ease away. So we're going to practice breathing deeply into our belly. We call this our birth breathing practice. It's amazing for when you're having contractions, and it's really useful just to help calm you down and help you drop into your yoga practice. So you can place the hands on the tummy in a lovely little heart mudra, and as you look down, when you breathe in, the fingertips will come away from each other, and then as you exhale, they'll come back together again. So when you're ready, inhale into the tummy, and then exhale. Take a deep breath in, and exhale. And if you've low blood pressure, you don't need to breathe quite so deeply, as that might make you feel faint. Start to slow the breath down, breathing in through the nose and sighing out through the mouth. It can be really helpful to imagine you're sighing on a mirror to steam it up. So the noise really comes from the back of the throat, gently compressing. Practice this for another minute or so. Maybe closing your eyes and just allowing your whole system to settle before we begin our practice. So to begin our practice, we're going to do a few warm-ups. We're going to start in the pelvis, bring the hands onto the knees and do some gentle circles here. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Keep lengthening the spine up tall. And just see how this feels deep in the hips. When you're ready, change direction. Inhale again. And exhale. Good, just keep a lovely rhythm with the movement and your breath. Changing the feet around just to work the hips on the opposite side. And we'll repeat. Inhale. And exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. You can go ahead and close your eyes and just get into the movement. Pausing to change direction. Taking another inhale. And exhale. Well done. Moving on to the shoulders. We're going to just do a few shoulder rolls here, just squeezing the shoulders up to the ears, taking them back and dropping them down. Inhale, squeeze, and exhale, release. Lovely, well done. So moving the spine is going to help energize us all the way throughout pregnancy. I'm going to exhale and just tuck the tailbone under, bringing in the head, and then inhale, just opening the chest. Exhale, curl under, and inhale, open the heart. Take a deep breath out, and a deep breath in. Warming up our ankles and our wrists. Take your legs out in front of you and then inhale, bring your arms up over your head. Gently bend the knees and then go ahead and circle the feet and the hands. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Really lovely just to get the circulation moving and to wake us up a little bit before our practice. Inhale again and exhale. When you're ready, pause and change direction. Taking another breath. In and out. When we're finished, just bring the hands back down and relax. Give the head a little sway from side to side just to release the neck. Exhaling and relaxing your shoulders, letting the weight of the head feel really heavy. If this feels good, you can turn this into big circles. Inhaling as you bring your head up and exhaling as you release down. Just do a couple in each direction. Looking back down at your tummy, bringing your head up and then bringing the feet back in to release. So moving gently from sitting into all fours, come into mermaid and lean into your hands and press up onto your knees. Keep your knees underneath the hips and the hands are roughly underneath your shoulders, maybe a little bit more forward, and then bend your elbows just slightly back towards you. This will help protect your wrists. Spread the fingers wide. Let your feet rest on the floor and keep your back as level as you can. Then take a deep breath in and start to circle forward over your hands, and exhale, move your bottom back over the knees. Find your birth breathing, taking deep breaths into the belly, breathing in through the nose and out through your mouth. We're looking for that slightly noisy breath as you sigh from the back of your throat. Let your head and bottom move in time with each other, and just soften your tummy to give your babies lots of space. This is a wonderful position for helping your baby into an optimal position for birth, where they can rest in your tummy with their back against your belly button. When you're ready, just pause and start to do your circles in the opposite direction. Taking that deep breath in as you come forwards over your hand, and then exhaling as you roll back. Take a big breath out as you move back, and then circling in a figure of 8 as if you're drawing the number 8 on your mat with your nose. Let your shoulders and your head and your bottom and your spine all move fluidly. And we're going to just slow it down a little bit, inhaling as you go forwards, exhaling as you go back. Now really feel the pattern of this movement, and without thinking about it, just pause and change direction. Let your body lead the way. Trust your body. Take another breath in and out. And when you're ready, coming back to center, we're going to move into a rest. So toes towards each other, knees wide, and settle yourself down, bringing your forehead to rest on the floor and lengthening your arms out in front of you. Once you're here, take another big sigh, but this time, breathe out as if you're blowing out through a little straw held in the mouth. So you're making a little circle with your lips. Just breathe in gently and then blow out the longest exhalation you can. As you rest here, think and feel the word relax with every exhalation. If this feels too much for you, you can always rest your head on your hands. Just place one hand on top of the other and rest your forehead there. Take another breath. And alternatively, if your bumps feel a little bit squashed and you need a bit more height under your head, stack one hand on top of the other, making fists with the hands. This is a nice little den that you've made for you and your baby. You're creating a private space for you to rest, and this might be something useful you could do in between your contractions. So next, inhaling as you place your hands on the floor, start to roll yourself back up and come back into all fours. Just bending your elbows a little bit to protect your wrists. Inhale, take your right foot and step it to the outside of your right hand. And then start to circle your right knee towards the big toe, out to the little toe, and back to the heel. If you've got SPD or PGP that's affecting the pubic bone, just continue to practice circles with your bottom instead, keeping both knees on the floor. Once you've got the knee moving in the right direction, send your intention, your focus to your bottom, and let your bottom initiate the circles. Keep it fluid and smooth, and if it's too much, make your movement slower or smaller. Take another breath in and another breath out. And just keep your elbows a little bit bent and your shoulders down and back, and your eyes softly looking at the floor. When you're ready, pause, press into that foot and bring it back behind you into all fours. Take a breath here, and then when you're ready, big inhale, step your left foot forward. Just gently turning the toes out, and then sending the knee to the big toe, out to the little toe, and back to the heel. So this time the knee's moving in more of an anti-clockwise direction. Once you've got that direction, send your focus to your bottom and just do lovely big circles with your bottom. Notice where you're feeling this in your body and send your breath into those sensations. Use your exhale to connect down onto the ground. Take a big inhale when you feel like you need a bit more energy. Take one more breath and come back into your all fours. Well done. Next, we're going to come down onto the forearms. Have your elbows underneath your shoulders and just start with a few little circles here just to really help massage your shoulder blades. Just circling the shoulders over the elbows, perhaps drawing in the chin a few degrees to lengthen the back of the neck. Keep softening your tummy and sending your lovely big birth breathing breaths into the tummy. When you're ready, do some circles in the other direction. And keep inhaling and exhaling, finding a flow and a rhythm with your breath and the movements. We're going to have a little rest next in half puppy pose. So lengthening your right arm out in front of you, press your hand down onto the floor, and take your left elbow just out to the side so you can place your forehead on the mat. Glue your right hand down onto the floor so it's not going to move, and then just lean back just a few millimeters into your bottom. You'll find you get a lovely stretch all the way down the right side of your body, through the shoulder and into the waist. Really helping just to create a little bit more space in this third trimester. Take a big breath into your back, making space all around your lower back, and just helping take the weight out of the pelvis just for a moment. Giving your pelvis a little rest. Take one more sigh here as you relax completely. And then when you're ready, just gently change the arms around. Remember to glue the left hand firmly down, and once you've placed your forehead on the floor, just lean back ever so slightly into your bottom. Breathe into that stretch from the hip to the hand and make as much space as you can with the breath. Inhale, feel that sense of expansion. And when you exhale, relax and settle down onto the ground. Take another breath in and out. Well done. Inhaling, coming back up onto your forearms. Find a place where you can rest with the elbows under the shoulders and your forearms on the floor. Bring the chin in a few degrees, and we're going to practice some pelvic floor exercises here and move into a breath called cafetiere breath so that you can get more familiar with your birthing muscles. Start by inhaling and gently engaging your pelvic floor muscles into the body, just about 3 out of 10 in strength, and then exhale, release. Inhale, gently draw up through the pelvic floor, give your babies a little hug with your tummy, and exhale, soften. It's really important that we really focus on the exhales and the release in the 3rd trimester so that we make lots of space in the pelvic floor. So next, what we're going to do is inhale, light squeeze, exhale, release, and then hold the muscles where they are whilst you breathe into your shoulders and your ribs. Then on your next exhale, have a sense of bearing down into your pelvic floor. So we're really getting familiar with our pushing muscles. Inhale again into the upper body. Exhale, you'll find you've made a little bit more space to bear down even more. So we're rather turning our pelvic floor muscles into a cafetiere, and with every exhale, we're just taking that plunger and bearing it further down and further down. And on the day, this can help you push your babies down and out. Take one more breath here, and gently release. On an inhale, press your hands into the mat and come back up into kneeling. This time we're going to tuck the toes under and perhaps have the knees just a little bit further apart if you need more space for your bumps. We'll place the hands underneath the babies just to give them a little hug and draw the chin down, bowing the head to the heart. Close your eyes here for a moment as you stretch your toes and strengthen your feet, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Take one more breath. Placing your hands back down onto the floor, pick up both knees at the same time and walk your feet towards your hands. Rest your hands on the knees, lean into your bottom, weight into your heels and roll up all in one piece. Roll the shoulders up, back and down when you get to the top. So we're going to start with an energizing sequence. So when we are in our 3rd trimester, make sure you don't open your legs too wide. After 36 weeks, we really want to keep the feet underneath the hips and the toes can turn out. If you're not quite at 36 weeks yet, you can go a little bit wider, but remember to draw the feet closer together once you get to 36 weeks. Bend your knees a little bit over your toes, so we have a sense of just opening up the hips. And then as you sit down into your bottom, we're going to start to swing the arms forward and back, just up to shoulder height. Really loosen up the shoulders and just imagine your arms are like rag doll arms. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. If you're feeling at all dizzy, just keep your arms at this height. But if you want to get a bit more energized today, bring your arms right over the head. All the way up, that's it. Take a lovely big breath in and a lovely big breath out, remembering to keep your knees bent so that you can protect your lower back. And if you're feeling like you want to go a little bit further, just bring the hands right the way over behind you and tap your back. That's it. Take another breath in and another breath out. Let the arms settle by your sides. And then when you're ready, keeping the knees bent, we're going to just helicopter the arms around the body, bringing the arms up over the bump and wrapping them around the waist. Look over your shoulder behind you and out the corner of your eyes. But if you feel at all dizzy, just slow it down or stop. When you're ready, come back to center and take a breath. Next, we're going to place one hand on top of the other and let the thumbs meet. So you're making a little triangle mudra with your thumbs. Imagine you're holding your baby. We're going to gently start to rock the baby from side to side. And as we do so, just bend the knees and just drop down into your bottom. If you're not at 36 weeks yet, you can have a much wider stride. Just be comfortable in your pelvis and make sure you don't overdo it. When you're ready, release your hands and just swing them from side to side, stretching out with your fingertips and looking to each side of the room. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. If you want to do lovely big full circles here, inhale and bring the arms all the way up and over. And just find a lovely little rhythm with the movement and the breath. Now keep the knees a little bit bent, keep sitting down into your bottom, and you'll find this becomes a very strong thigh strengthening exercise. It also releases stress and anxiety and helps us feel more grounded. So just slowing it down, back to rocking the baby, and then when you finish, just bring your hands into prayer at the heart and take a breath. So we're going to move into Warrior One, turning to your side on the mat. Place 1 foot forward and 1 foot back. As pregnancy progresses, you can make this stride smaller, but if you're not at 36 weeks yet, you can make this stride a little bit longer. Bend your front knee over the ankle and just slightly out towards the little toe. And make sure you bring your left hip forwards so your hips are level with the top of the mat. Start with your hands in prayer position at the heart. And take a big breath in here, breathing up the front of your body and exhaling down the back of the body into the soles of the feet and gluing your feet down onto the floor. Start to visualize squeezing your feet away from each other on the mat so that you gently begin to activate your legs. When you're ready, and if you're not feeling dizzy, take a lovely big inhale and bring the arms up and over the head, dropping the shoulders down away from the ears and turning the little fingers in slightly towards each other. Now imagine I'm throwing you a beautiful bouquet of flowers. You're looking up to receive them. We feel happy, we feel uplifted. Breathe that happy feeling into your heart and share it with your baby. Take a big breath in, a big breath out. And then we'll inhale again. We'll bring the arms back up, dropping the shoulders. Keep breathing. Breathing some more happiness, and think to yourself, I am enough, I am strong, I am calm, and draw that into your heart. We'll do one more, and this time you think of a positive affirmation that you wish to say to yourself and share with your baby. Inhale, bring your arms up, relax the shoulders, take a breath here, breathe it into the heart, breathe in anything you need a little bit more of today, and then place the palms together and draw the hands back down through the center to your heart. When you're ready, step the right foot back. So bending your front knee towards your little toe and bringing the right hip forward just a bit so you're making sure your hips are level with the top of the mat. Bring your hands into prayer position and start to activate your legs by squeezing your feet away from each other. When you're ready, take a lovely big breath in and bring your arms over the head, dropping the shoulders and waking up the fingertips, looking up to the ceiling if that feels comfortable for you. Take a lovely big breath into your heart and feel that sense of uplifting, happiness, bringing in strength and courage and anything we need a little bit more of today. And exhale, hands to the heart. When you're ready, inhale, bring your arms back up. Relax the shoulders as you exhale. Take another breath and then exhale, hands back down. We'll do this just one more time. Big inhale, drawing in your happiness, your strength. I am strong, I am calm. And drawing that back into yourself and your baby. And when you're ready to come back down onto the floor, just gently bend your knees out over the toes, keeping lots of space for your bumps as you walk your hands down the legs onto the floor and drop onto both knees at the same time, arriving back in kneeling. If you need to have some more height under your bottom, place a pillow or a rolled up blanket underneath your bottom. We're going to finish our sequence with a little twist. Just take your left hand to the lower back and gently look over your shoulder. Keep the tummy soft and pointing forward. Take a deep breath in as you get tall and a deep breath out as you allow your shoulders to come round just a little bit more. When you're ready, release that side and repeat on the other side. Just placing your hand on the lower back for support, sitting into your bottom, softening your tummy. Inhale all the way up the length of your spine, and exhale, just allow the rib cage and the shoulders to move into your twist very, very gently if they wish. No pulling, no jerking the body, just be gentle. Coming back to center, turn yourself back into easy pose, sitting back down onto your bottoms. And we're going to place one hand on the heart, the right hand on the heart, and the left hand on the top of the tummy, and then bow the head down and close the eyes. It's really important, especially in the third trimester, that we take some time out every day just to settle, be peaceful, and connect in with our babies. So as you relax here, just take a big sigh. Let all the muscles and any tension in your body melt away. Notice the ground underneath you. Notice any sensations in your body. Notice any heat or tingles in the palms of your hands. Just connecting the love from your heart with your babies in your tummies. Notice if your babies are asleep, or if they're awake and giving you a little wiggle or a nudge or a kick. Just be aware of their presence. Share with them anything you wish to share today, how you're feeling, what you're looking forward to. And then just send them a lovely smile and a feeling of love. Connecting in every day, just in this posture for a few minutes, is very, very lovely, very useful in the third trimester. Very calming, and just gives you some time and headspace to remember where you're at on your journey and to connect with your babies. That was a great practice, well done. To wrap up, we're going to move into shavasana, and during pregnancy it's really nice to do this lying down on our left side. So take a pillow and fold it up to place between your knees, and then carefully maneuver yourself down onto your left side using another pillow to support your head. Once you're settled and your bump's comfortable, just rest here. Closing your eyes and taking a few final long sighs to relax all your muscles and melt onto your mat. Stay here for as long as you need, and when you're ready to move and come back up, just do so gently and slowly. Thanks for doing the Active for 2 Trimester 3 yoga practice. It's recommended you repeat this 2 to 3 times a week, but if your energy levels are low, you can just complete the relaxation section of this video. Keep thinking positively about birth and make sure you do your research. Lots of great birth prep tips can be found on this website. You can find out more information about yoga in pregnancy at aptaclub.co.uk.